It's inspiring moments with Kaylin. It's inspiring moments with Kaylin. Come on in. Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. I hope everyone is doing amazing. I hope you are just enjoying being able to be alive this Sunday, being able to thrive, being able to just do what God has given you to do. I thank God for being able to be on to come tonight and just share what He has given me. I was not on last Sunday, but that's because I had a prior engagement. But I am glad to be back on. To those who don't know, my name is Kaylin down the way. If you're new to watching, I hope that somebody is new watching who hasn't seen me before, because I hope that this video blesses your life and allows you to be able to just be inspired on a whole nother level. So today, before I get started, I do want to give you a couple reminders. Number one, if you haven't already, please go check out the Kaylin's Caring Connection Facebook page. On that page, you will be able to see the different endeavors that I do and just common posts where I might share things supporting others, but you just get to see all things Kaylin's Caring Connection. Now, something new. We changed the Kaylin's Caring Connection YouTube channel to Inspiring Moments with Kaylin. So if you look it up, make sure when you go on YouTube, you look up Inspiring Moments with Kaylin. Go subscribe to that channel, turn on the post notifications, and please, please like and comment on the videos. Also, you can share them if you feel like you just need to allow somebody to just hear a word of encouragement. Go ahead and share that with them. I just really, really want to be able to help as many people. And I mean, that whole channel, Inspires Moments with Kaylin, you can see how much I've grown. I even see it myself, because sometimes we'll just be watching. I'm just like, wow, that happened. I did that. Like, it's old. So it's cool just to be able to see growth and just see everything that I've done. Another thing that you can do is go look at the Instagram page, which is at Kaylin Cares 15. When you see that page, you will be able to see, like I said with Facebook, same difference, posts, whether I'm sharing something with somebody, just a quick word of encouragement. It's just something else to be able to reach out to other people who may use different social media accounts. Also, last but not least, please go check out the Kaylin's Caring Connection website. On that website, I said you can find all things Kaylin Caring Connection on Facebook, but when I tell you, you can find everything from my vision, from why, when I started it, how I've done it throughout the entire years. I'm just so, so, so glad to those who have seen what I've done. And I hope for those who haven't, that you can continuously see what I'm doing. I really, really, really am so, so, so excited. To those who are watching on Instagram Live, as I see you now, hello. I hope you all are doing well, and thank you for joining me. But just to everyone, I am so, so, so grateful to every single person who is continuously being there for me and just saying that they support what God has given me to do and what I am doing. I am so, so, so happy to every single person, and I love you all so, so much. Also, please make sure, we are still living in a time where COVID's going on, so please make sure you're still wearing your mask, you're still being protected, you're still abiding by the CDC guidelines and making sure you social distance and do the things that they're asking you to do, because it's the only way that we're going to be able to be safe and move past all that is going on. But let's get more onto the subject, and let's talk about everything going on with Kaylin's Caring Connection and Inspiring Moments with Kaylin. So when it comes to what I'm going to be talking about today for Inspire Moments. I'm telling you, God gave this to me, and it's just also inspired because I do want to talk about more relevant things in life that are going on. I know people see a lot of things with politics that is going on right now. Now, I'm not here to be a politician or anything, but this is just my views and what I feel like as a 15-year-old they can do to help this country because I can't vote right now and I couldn't vote in this election until I can't vote in elections until I'm 18, but I do still have my opinions and do still have my voice. And today we see, well, this weekend we have seen that so much has gone on and so many monuments and so many achievements have happened with this election. We've seen that there has been a great win this weekend. We see that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have won and are going to be the president and vice president of the United States come January. And though that is such a great thing, there are still so many things that we can work on because, again, we're not a perfect country. There has been a lot of damage that has been done over these 4 years, and we still have to be able to build from the ground up. So today, my topic is unity. And in my personal opinion, I feel like this is what we need right now. We got our big win. We have the people we want in office. Now we need to establish unity because there are a lot of people who are very diverse. They don't know, they don't like certain people just because of their views. They don't want to embrace each other because of certain things that they've heard or just for things that they stand for. But until we stand together, we will continue to be divided. That's as simple as it gets. If we don't stand together, if we don't continuously try to be and help each other, we're going to be divided. So I just want to help and do my part to be able to explain to everybody what you can do to be able to be unified and be able to be a part of this country. Even if you can't do things, like I said, if you're a minor, you can't vote. You can't be in every decision, but you still can have your opinion and you can still have your view on how everything is going. So to define unity, that means combined into one, ultimately just coming together. That means that either two separate groups, different people, different countries, different nationalities, something is coming together to be one. They're using it for the common good and just ultimately trying to make sure that everybody comes together. Unity is strength. We have to be able to know that when we come together, it's not just to make fun of somebody or you're not trying to come together with somebody to make a joke. You're coming together because you truly want to be able to use everyone's strengths and weaknesses to play off each other and help make something great. A lot of people fail to realize that when people say unity, they don't want to always work on a team, but they fail to realize that a team does not function only because of their teamwork. The teamwork functions because of the respect, trust, and care that they have for each other. For us to be able to be unified and for us as a nation to come together and be able to make this world a better place, we have to trust each other. We have to gain trust. We have to be respectful, definitely respectful, because a lot of people sometimes they try to be nice and they try to do certain things, but they still have old opinions and they're not trying to be open to new ideas and fresh things that happen. We have to be able to trust each other. And last thing, care. A lot of people only care about themselves. They're very self-centered. They don't want to hear other people's thoughts. They don't want to hear other people's opinions because they don't feel like they matter. They don't feel like that's something that they should be concerned about. But everybody's opinion, it it is very valued. I mean, not everything that, of course, everything in life that we want is not always going to happen. Sometimes you may want a certain decision to happen and it just doesn't, because that's just how life works. But your opinion and your thoughts are valued. If you want something to happen, if you want something to be able to be broadcasted, if you want it to be heard, you have to be able to use your voice, and we have to care for each other. Don't go around nagging people just because of the way they look, just because of their hair. A lot of the things people try to make fun of people about, they can't control. Nobody can control the color of their skin. Nobody can control what their eyebrows look like, or they can't control the facial appearance that they were given. That was something that God gave us. They can't control their arms. They can't control the shape of who they are. They're just who they are because that's what they were created to do and be. We have to be able to care for each other. If you see somebody is not feeling well, or you see that somebody is not their best self and they just need somebody to lean on, be that person for somebody. I'm not saying you have to full on be their friend and keep up with them right away, but you still can care for them. You have to love your neighbor as you love thyself. It's simple as that. If you don't take time to care for others, take time to actually do what God has given you to do, then it's not going to work out. It's not going to do anything that you want it to do. And you're not going to be able to be what God has called you to be. Our unity is our strength, and together we can do so much. There is a quote by Helen Keller, and she says that we can do so much by ourselves. We can do so much, so little just by ourselves. But when we come together, we can do so many great things. And that's the thing that stops people. They don't want to work with people just because they feel like, oh, they're a part of a certain group or they're a part of a certain crowd and they shouldn't be with it. No, if you want to be able to help somebody, everybody's gone through times in their life. Nobody's a perfect person. Nobody's ever going to be perfect. But it's our imperfections that allow us to be able to come together and unite us. We have weaknesses. We all have strengths and weaknesses. But when we come together, we can play off each other's strengths and weaknesses. If you can't do something in one area, you can help somebody in another. You have to have that mindset that says, I can do things that you can't. You can do things that I can't. But together, we can do great things. We both can do amazing things. And some of those things may not be as strong as others. But at the end of the day, we can help each other. When people come together, they play off each other. It's like any good team. If it's a football team, if it's a basketball team, you always have somebody that's stronger in a certain aspect of what they need to be in, whether they're a shooter, whether they're a quarterback. They're always stronger in a certain place. They can do other things, but they're not as efficient and not as successful in being able to complete the certain thing that they want to do. But when they have other people on that team to say, hey, if you can't get it in this area, I'll help you in this area and you can help me in that area. We have to be able to just help each other. We don't have to be perfect. Nobody's going to be perfect. You don't have to do everything correct because there's no person, no group, no organization, no country, no body in this world that is perfect except for Jesus. We just have to be united. We don't have to try to be a perfect nation. That's what a lot of people are saying. Well, we have to make sure everything is this and everything is that. No, it's going to take time to grow. All good steps, it takes time. You're not going to just say, I want to be a doctor. And the minute you snap your fingers, it's there. It takes steps and levels to be able to get to where we need. So if we want this nation to be great, we have to focus on little things and small steps to be able to get us to what we were and what we need to be. And unity just happens to be one of those. A lot of people don't want to be around certain people because they feel like, well, because one person in this skin color did it, or because this person acts a certain way, then that's how everyone in that race acts. They think because of one person's actions that it defines an entire group. And it doesn't. Not everybody, nobody is like each other. They may try to act like each other, but we were all born unique and different for a reason. The reason we all have different shades of African American, whether you're Caucasian, we all are different shades. We're not all the same shade. We're not all dark. We're not all light. We are all who God has created us to be. And we're different for a reason because our uniqueness, when we come together, it builds us up. It allows us to play off of each other and see, oh, you look pretty. You look awesome because you have these certain features. Some people have freckles. Some people have certain things in your life, but it's okay. You just have to use that to be able to have unity. And yes, I'm looking at the comments right now. Thank you, Miss Lynn. Thank you, Miss Kalia, for watching. And yes, Miss Antoinette, it is the small things that moves us in the right direction because it takes time. Those small tasks help you to get to something so big. Alone, we can do so little, but together we can do so much. And I know that it may seem hard. It's always going to seem hard at first because Everything that you want, anything that you really want to achieve is going to have its setbacks. It's going to have times where you have mistakes and you learn, but you have to be able to build from that and be able to get to a greater place and a greater part. Now, of course, I am the person, I love scripture. I love looking at certain things. I'm 15. I mean, not every kid likes looking at that because it's like the word and everything, but a lot of it explains a lot of what is going on right now. And it has a lot of great advice. First Peter 3 and 8 says that finally, all of you should be of one mind, sympathize with each other, love each other as brothers and sisters, be tenderhearted and keep a humble attitude. When we Humbleness is a very great thing to have because you can try to be with somebody, you can try to work with somebody, but if you always have a big head and you always say I have to be better than somebody else, or I have this against somebody else, or can you just have a big mega mind head and you don't like to give people credit for what they're doing. You have to be humble. If you want to work with somebody successfully, you have to be humble and you really have to listen to what they're saying. When you have to be tenderhearted. You have to deeply care about what you're saying. You can't say you want to be and support other people, but in the background, you're trying to work against them and say, hey, well, I'm going to act like I want to be a part of this, but I'm really working against them because I don't like them all the way. You have to be all in. It's all in or nothing. And it's going to take time. Not everybody is easy to forgive. Not everybody is easy to say that I can accept you. We all have to accept each other for who we are. That's the way it works. That's the way God does it. He accepts all of us. Whether or not he accepts you, even if you just say right now, if you're doing a lot of bad things, and you just say, God, I want you in my life. I feel like my life is going everywhere and I just want you in my life. From that point on, he's seeing that you want a change. Nobody's perfect. Everyone's going to make mistakes. And sometimes even with me, sometimes you're trying to be in certain situations where you want to be in this situation. You want to do certain things and you're trying to figure out who you are. You're going to make mistakes. But when you really try and don't keep being hypocritical and say, God, I need you to help me, that's when things change. That's what we have to do together as a nation. Say, God, we need your help. Help us to be able to see those who may be different from us and help us be able to slowly but surely accept them. Allow us to be able to do things that you called us to do to make this a better place, not for just us, but for future generations. So they can say, so we can help say that we have helped this. And I am so, so happy to be able to be alive right now and see everything that's going on, because I can tell future generations that I was able to see Kamala Harris get elected as the first Black vice president, as the first Black president as a woman. She was able to do this. I'm able to see these huge monuments because it means a lot. I'm able to say that I'm a part of it. And since I am, I'm not going to let my voice go to waste, not trying to encourage people to be able to be unified and do what God has asked you to do. Now, another scripture that I want to say is Psalm 133 and 1. And it says, behold, how good and pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. When we come together, when we are unified, it is a great thing. We've seen in the past with just things that have happened. When you see all the civil rights leaders who've come together, they've done so much by themselves. But when they all work together to say that we're not going to allow this to keep going on, we're going to allow a change to happen. We saw so many great things, many acts, many laws that they used to have were changed. A lot of things can change when people come together, but it's all in your mind. You have to have that mindset that I want to change, that I want this to be different. Because if you don't, you're going to be stuck in the same place. You're not going to be open to change. So you're going to keep saying, well, this is how it's supposed to be. The whole purpose of life is everything evolves. We all change, and we see our world has changed. We're not trying to backtrack and go to the past. We have to be able to build our future and make it a better place. We have to make sure that everything we're saying is right. And I'm going to read a comment. It says that Miss Antonie said that keep loving word. Thank you so much. I am trying my best because I'm not able to vote. I'm not able to do as many things. And I don't usually talk about politics because talking at politics as a young age can cause a lot of confusion. But at the same time, it's something that is precedent in our life right now. And I feel like it should be talked about. And I do want to say also to Ms. Lynn, she says, and remember, if others don't accept you, that's their business, not yours. You don't have to worry about everyone liking you. Not everybody is going to like your hair. Not everybody's going to like how you dress. Not everybody's going to like the size of your body. Be you. You were created unique for a reason. And through our uniqueness and our imperfections, that is what is going to make us stronger. That is what is going to unite us and allow us to be a strong, thriving nation. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people used to look up to us. Even a lot of countries did, but because of the damage that was done, we're not really seen as what we are. And we have to be able to get back to that. And I really feel like this new change in presidency and just seeing this, I personally feel like this will be amazing because now we have one small step to being able to get back to a better and a healthier and a safer nation. Now I want to say this last scripture, which is Ephesians chapter 4, verses 2 through 3. And it says, always be humble and gentle. Be patient with each other, making allowance for each other's faults because of your love, making every effort to keep yourselves united in the spirit, binding yourselves together with peace. Now, I'm break it down. Always be humble and gentle. You have to be patient with those around you. You have to be gentle around them because everybody's gone through things. Some people still have wounds that people are constantly hitting at because they feel like they can keep talking about them. Some people have lost their jobs recently because of all of this going through COVID. A lot of people have lost loved ones. A lot of people have lost people around them. But you have to be able to know that it's going to be okay, and you have to be there for others. And now the next part, be patient with each other, making allowance for each other's faults because of your love. If you see somebody makes a mistake, don't just sit there and stare at them. If you know that you can help them, if you can help them learn from their mistakes, say, hey, I got you. I understand that you made a mistake. I understand it was something that you didn't plan, but it's okay. You were here and it's time to learn from what you did, pick up your mistakes and pick up the pieces and go on to being healthy and being able to be what God has created you to be. Next part, make every effort to keep yourselves united in the spirit. Make every effort in your life, every small step for yourself, because to be able to be united, it's going to take everyone to look inside themselves first before they can even try to be with others. You have to look inside yourself and say, hey, is there something going on with me that is causing me not to accept others? Is it causing me not to be able to want to be able to help people? Is there something that I need to work on from the inside of me before I can help others? Once you look on the inside of yourself and do a self-evaluation, then help out other people. Help them be able to do what they have to do to be able to know who they are and how they can help better this nation. And the last part, bind yourselves together with peace. The key word is peace. A lot of times people try to come together, but because they don't know how to work together, it ends up in violence. You don't have to be violent to get your point across. You can still have a peaceful protest, a peaceful march. You can still get your voice across in a peaceful manner. I'm sitting here right here. I'm not sitting here nagging anybody. I'm not talking about anybody, but I'm still being peaceful and using my voice. I'm making sure that I'm doing what God has called me to do because I know that it's going to help. It may not help everyone who's watching, but I know there's one person. It could be one person who's going through so much right now, and they just happen to click on this video, and they need this. I encourage you, if you're watching, if you want to be able to use your voice, if you feel like God is leading you to say good, positive things, keyword positive. Now, don't come on social media trying to be negative. Don't say I told you to do that, but come on being positive. That's what we need. If people can come on social media links, if they can go talk to people and be positive and help them know that we're going to make it through this by saying encouraging things, by uplifting other people, we're going to be able to do the one word I talked about. You're going to be able to unite together and bring this nation back to what it is. I applaud everyone, and I thank you so, so much for watching. Yes, Ms. Lynn, be extenders of grace. Make sure that you constantly extend grace to other people, because sometimes you're going to have those people that come in your life and try you. You're going to have those people that really want to get on your nerves and test your patience, but have grace with them. As much as they grant you grace and they forgive you, forgive them. You have to be able to do it because God forgives you when you mess up. So you have to pay it forward and do it for those around you. If you want God to forgive you as much as He is forgiving, if you want Him to forgive you, you have to forgive other people as well. He can't keep forgiving you and you don't pay it forward. You have to do those things. And everything that I've said, I mean it. We have to unite. This is coming from a 15-year-old who can't vote, who is not in politics. But I'm telling you that God encouraged me to tell you today to focus on unity. That is our next step to being able to get to where we need to be. I hope you have taken everything that I've said not for granted. I hope you've really thought about it, because this, I'm telling you, we have to be able to focus on unity. We have to be able to do the things that we need to do to make the world a better place. Think about those in the future. Would you want your future daughter or your future grandchildren to have to go through the same things? No, you want to make this a better world for them. So start with yourself. Start with yourself, look inside yourself, see what you can do. Do that self evaluation. Then try to help others around you. And let's see how far it can take us. But my challenge for you this week is look inside yourself. Look inside and see, is there anything that I can fix to make myself better, to make myself more welcoming, to make myself wanting to help others and make sure they really, really understand everything that's going on. I want to thank everyone who is watching, especially for those who are commenting. I see Miss Yolanda Smith is commenting. I see Miss Kalia Ball is commenting. My pastor, Gerald and Judy Mandrell, are watching. I thank you so, so much for paying attention. And Miss Antoinette, thank you so, so much. Miss Lakeisha Johnson, thank you so much. Thank you to those on Instagram. Thank you, my best friend, for watching. And thank you to those from church who are watching. I love you all so, so, so much. And I really, really hope you take what I'm saying and use it throughout this week. Now, before I get off, I do want to say that I really, really want you all, if you haven't already, go check out those KCK t-shirts. They're down below. Go check them out. And they are on the Kaylin's Caring Connection website. They come in, as you see on the screen, 5 different colors. You have blue, lime green, pink, red, yellow, and white. White is not up there, but you see we have 6 colors, and you can get those in a shirt and a mask. The shirts are $20. The masks are $10. And if you would like a shirt and a mask together, that is a $25 combo. So go check that out. I will put the link in the description for those on Instagram watching, but I really, really do thank you all so much for supporting me. So these shirts are really we're starting to build up. Christmas is coming soon. We're starting to get our drive ready. We're really trying to do something that's going to help the world with the stuff that's going on right now. Because I know I've done teddy bears, I've done toys, but there are serious issues with people who need help with just necessities, basic necessities. So I want to be able to find as much as I can in research to be able to find out what we really want to do this year and be able to help bless those around us, especially with COVID going around, and still doing it in a safe manner. So please, please go get a shirt or donate, whatever you want to do. We'll have the Cash App is Kaylin Cares, $ Kayla Cares. So if you just want to donate and be able to help us be able to get to a good amount of money to be able to bless as many people, please help us out. These profits are not going to us. This is strictly to buy things for those who need it and who need help. So go check that out. And again, if you haven't, please go check out the Inspiring Moments with Kaylin YouTube channel. Check out the Kaylin's Caring Connection Facebook page. Check out the website and follow me at Kaylin Cares 15 on Instagram. And I love you all. I will be back on Sunday, as the Lord says the same. And if I don't have anything else going on, but I really, really want to come on and encourage you. I might come on later this week with just a midweek empowerment, just to be able to talk about some things for those in school. But to those, thank you again for watching, and I will be on next Sunday. Have a blessed week, and I love you all so, so much. Bye.